A spire rises out of the river. Steel cables moored to the banks. Concrete foundations anchored in the riverbed. Waves ripple on the water. Shadows cast on the rubble. Sunderland builds again. A thick silt lies on the riverbed. The smell of salt drifts in the air. A silence descended over the river.
Well, I think sadness was obviously one of the feelings, but I think bitterness was the greatest feeling. Deep down you knew there was a wrong being committed and you couldn't put it right. We tried, the whole workforce tried, they stayed together, they were very strong, but at the end of the day when you're fighting the establishment and the government, then it's very, very difficult, if not impossible.
In the face of closure, Union men banded together, bringing Pallion back from the brink. Five remain.
Well, I thought it was a disgrace, really, like. It was just political, to shut out. Maggie Thatcher wanted shutting down, that was it. Same as the pits. She wanted to kill the unions, and that's what she got.
Boat to ship, oak to steel, swelling and flooding the weir.
I always said I was born to get in the shipyards, me, because I was born on the doorsteps.
I didn't know what to do when I left school, to be honest with you. And obviously, my father come in with a form, fill that in, and next thing I know, I'm an apprentice at the shipyards. That's what happened here in them days.
Thousands of men and boys marched to the docklands. Platers, welders, riveters, caulkers, drillers, shipwrights, endlessly hammering and drilling at the steel.
Australia Star. Yeah, I think everybody remembers the work with their first ship.
Some days I used to look forward to go to work, because there's different characters. Couldn't explain it really, it was like what the pictures.
Fathers and sons labour, calloused and weathered, gazing back in awe.
It's excitement. It was like when you first go into the shipyard and you've never experienced anything like that before, experienced a launch before, you just wonder, wow, how on earth?
1988. Thatcher closed the last yard. Sunderland has been murdered today. A town set adrift.
From the age of 15, from being a boy for 24 years, didn't know anything else. Didn't know what was outside of the shipyard.
Resigned caretakers. Some sitting cluttered offices, whispering of takeovers and demolitions. Others wander the empty walkways. tinkering with mechanisms, watching time pass.
Down the dock, an apprentice down at our place, 18. He's working in the fitting shop. He was a good kid. He's working on this little hub. And he tried to move it and come over on top of him and it killed him, like. He was a young boy, you know. When a young one got killed, it affected me, that, like. I mean, I thought I was coming to the end of my time, you know. I didn't want to see out like that.
Pallion remains, quiet and still. A ship will never be built here again. Around the bend, east toward the river's mouth, there's a clamour on the bank. Noise echoes. Light leaks. Metal is wrought and cut. A white hot glow is born on the bench. Arcs of electricity dance in the air. Men glimpse from behind their masks. 100 men, their torches reignited. Once again set to work on steel. Creations of such immensity inspire pride. The lights here are so bright. Few get to work amidst the glare. The noise from the warehouse does not reach far. Sunderland remains a quieted town. The cranes stand tall, but there are only echoes, only shadows. The river still flows, but the tide has ebbed. Nobody watches from the banks. Cruelly ripped with what regard? Such heat, such noise, so much. Gone.